comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Trips him up. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What's the play here? Throws him down. Closes the gap for the grab. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Taking stock. The jump in catches them. Can't tech the throw? Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Knockdown. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Scrapping it out, up, the counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Big counter. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone's speed going on the offensive. They return to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Jumps up. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Awesome! Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Medium kick, overhead. Dangerous range here. Right shot! You need guts to pull that off. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Whips him up. They got to escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Did well to get the buff in. Next hit will end the round. KO! Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. A quick breather, target locked, and scoop. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Time to reassert a super art. Opts for the strike ender for the damage. Looking for something active? Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Yes, sir! More the low! Player one has the tech, goes for the level one super. KO! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? An aggressive attack. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Who's it gonna be? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Super Meter is looking there right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Grabs them. Neither of them willing to back off here. The grab misses. Okay, they trade hits. Had the radar up and running. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Gets the jump in. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Oh! It bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 in trouble with no charges forward. Tags them and takes the W. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Oh, says no to the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. In with a backstep roll. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Quick breather. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Going on the offensive? Player 2 has a big drive gauge. Going in, connects with the throw. Jumps, big time whiff. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Both fighters delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Turns out. One chance here may end this match. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. The press doesn't set the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Arcade. Arcade versus. Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Oh, easy tag. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Gets them. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Holds out with the block. The throw misses. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Blocks it. Oh, could be the start of something. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireball. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Charges forward. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball in. Goes for the level 1 super. Both fighters planning something? Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. What are they gonna do? Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Gets into perfect fireball range. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force good decision with that throw. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 connects with the throw. The next touch made distantly closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Special match online versus special versus. Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Step into the ring.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checks with a projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Low kicks are a no-go. Goes for the low kick. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. All right. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Grabs him. Misses the drive impact. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes them all the way to the corner now. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Goes for the level 1 super. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Okay, creating some space here. Trying to read each other here. The jump in is denied. Very solid corner switch. Sumo Spirit. Decides to puff up while they can. Time's the only thing moving here. Snares them. Not much time left in this round. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
The drive impact is denied. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Jumps up. Okay, they trade hits. Going in. Still scrapping for control of the space. Sneaks in above. Good old slap. Nothing but air. A real test of nerves here. Okay, gets the tips with the low heavies. This is the final round. Right. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Open tries to act quickly but whips the attack.
Bring in the heat.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurt.
This might be a pivotal connects with the throw. Player shrugs that off. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What now? Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Absolutely relentless. Checking with the fireball. How will they react?
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Launches at him. Denies the jump-in attempt. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Get into the round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Well-timed command throw there. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still have KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Gets right in there. Gets the jump in. Double lariat, and now shows the medium kick, target locked, and scoop. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach? Hits them with a stop and bop. Going on the offensive? Connects with medium kick. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Are we gonna see a comeback? The low! Screw pile driver! KO! Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. What's the play here? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Combo with the target combo. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Grabs him. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Oh, what a move. Life lead opens up. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn this around in their favor. Holds out with the block. Somehow pushes back all the way to center KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Was looking for that jump attack. Charges forward. Medium kick hits. Still slugging it out at this range. Going on the offensive? Checks with a medium. Side switch in the corner. Steals back a chance. Drive rush to keep it going. Sumo headbutt. Jumps. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Springs forward with the drive rush. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Come on. It's time to
Uses
drink.
the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Can't get experiencing burnout. Going in, player 2 drops him to half, closing the gap. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that. Fades out to look just what they were after. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Had the radar up and running. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? The low is denied. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Solid throw tech. No good up high. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Coming through. Goes for the super art. With the throw. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Big low reaching heavy. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Charges forward. Going on the offensive? Spirits are lifted. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Jumps, connects with the throw. What are they gonna do? Blocks the low kick. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest openings. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What's the play here? Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Left off a projectile to waste time. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive beat. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Okay, creating some space here. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Trying to read each other here? Charges forward. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Springs forward with a drive rush. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Jumps up. Watch it charges forward. Pokes with a medium kick. Drive boosted, fires off the Shinku Hadouken. What were they thinking? Player 2, their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Oh my god, what a throw set! Ooh, what a smart throw! This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Breaks through with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Open, reads the jump in perfectly. Adds a bit of Ongi's sight there. Not much movement that round. Hopefully the warm-ups are over. Both fighters are standing firm. Brushes that off and keeps going. Show of force. Can they keep on him? Dangerous forward rush. Closes the distance. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. But can this drive bring them back? drive art from this situation? This is the time. There's a burnout. Wall splat into the guard break. Ugh, take a seat. Player 1, ready to think this time to bust this out? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. No one could have called that. Player 1 is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down.
Fighting round. Unranked match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? An aggressive attack. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? They're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Coming through. Get right in there. Gets the jump in. Box him with a target combo. Knockdown. Anything off the smash? Creates an opening with a low heavy. There's a change of sides. Going in. Who will pay? Oh. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Jumps up, scrapping it out up close. Left hand goes for the level 1 super. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 2 in dire straits is looking to impress with this super. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. An aggressive attack. The drive parry was successful. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Amazing read to flash the parry just in time to catch the attack. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. A drive impact should have anybody scared in the corner. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to down to the wire. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. Okay, creating some space here. Coming through. Life lead opens up. Trying to read each other. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Target locked and scoop. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Heavy punch sends them flying. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of going on the offensive. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Grabs and throws them away. What'll happen here? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Dashes up. Oh, could be the start of something. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Blocks the impact. Target locked and scoop. Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're going for the super art? That back row was huge! Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Ooh, flatlines them. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Opts for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Easily escapes. Brushes off the throw. Strikes back with the drive impact. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. Player 2 chases them down. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Projectile to try and change the situation. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead opens up. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. That drive impact is blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Forcefully closes the gap. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 can't use any drive and springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 has an empty drive here. This is a very precarious situation. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Charges forward. Halfway through this round, going on the offensive? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. In with the crosser. Impact squash. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Ooh, what a smart throw. The throw is denied. A real test of nerves here. Rushes in. Taps him on the throw. This is gonna kill. Throws down Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the surprise rush in. The player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Grabs them. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Burnout is triggered. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some Getsu. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps. Hits him with a stop and bop. Super clutch corner swing. Steals back a chance. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Just going on the offensive? Fights out of the corner. Burnout activates. Shows a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Manages to block the jump in attack. Flies in with a headbutt. Side hustle, just goes for it at this range. And they create an opportunity for them to knew the throw is coming. Both sides throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 2 and whiffs. They're wide open. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the finals. Gotta do better than that. They back down to regroup. What a read with that anti-air. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. Who's going? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive management. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. Cross-up attack. Excellent jump in. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and move. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super. Uses their drive gauge. Oh, now that is a punish. Impact squashed. Crown from above. Any throw will whiff at that range. Burns out. Down on life. They gotta make a move. No lapse in judgment goes unpunished.
Honda.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Get into the ring. This round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jump in. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. That drive impact doesn't get through. Knockdown. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? This and that attack ends it. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump? Who's going to start things off? That's a counter. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. The drive impact. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Hits them with the counter front. Overdrive Hadouken. You gotta be mindful of reach and jumping. He brushes that off and keeps going. Very slick with the combo. Were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Life leaders that delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Absolutely relentless. This is a critical art now?
Where you go?
Player 1 can't break through with the throw. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that